After my first year of med school, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to sustain that volume of training and still do well in school. Last year was my first year of research, and I think in part because I had missed it so much and because I was so determined to come back and not lose any ground. Last year was primarily CrossFit. Like, I didn't accomplish nearly as much in school as I would have liked to. I learned a lot from that, and then this year, you know, my balance is a little bit better.
Frozen bananas. These are just salad greens because we ran out of spinach. Basil. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Shoot. Did you do that the other day too when you had the wrong thing open?
Uh-oh.
I put
fine,
this
it'll
one
taste
open.
good.
I thought it was the other one.
That's cool.
It's gonna be
This
strong.
is actually what happens every day.
Actually, this did happen yesterday when Danny put the wrong container thing. I don't think that it's gonna help, but whatever. Nobody said it's gonna taste good. This doesn't look like my best work. I want to see how this tastes because it was kind of a weird. The basil's not that bad.
Oh, I like the basil.
I do too, just not like a whole bottle of it.
Oh my gosh, I can even smell it.
So for today, we're gonna go to first to gymnastics with Dominique and Mike, who are my gymnastics coaches. And I work with them every couple of weeks. Last year it was more like every week.
So Julie, these are going to be a little bit demoralizing. Yeah. You can feel that they're going to be. Yeah. No, you're going to help her just get to a stand. She's going to need it because these weights are heavy.
Yeah, no, I know. Just carrying them over.
This year has been very unique. I mean, last year was a great chapter. This year is going to be Julie's last competitive season as an individual at the CrossFit Games, and I know that one of the themes of this year is going to be going out with absolutely no regrets and leaving it all out at the Games, and I'm excited about that. I mean, obviously Dominique and I are her gymnastics coaches, but we're also big fans of Julie, and it's going to be exciting to see her really let it go. This is important to get through this, the pains of change. It will not get any harder than this.
Try to go through to your feet.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Very good. Good, 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 good.
There you go. There we go.
Good.
That was our
That's
best
fine.
one. Teamwork.
We'll shed all this weight. Nice. Good. Very good. Very good.
Same suitcase on the way down.
Very good.
Very good.
It's nice. Yep. Very good. Excellent. There are movements here where you could do a split screen of an elite gymnast and split it with Julie, and it would be very difficult to tell the difference between an elite gymnast competing at the international level and what Julie does. Very nice. That is the real deal. She's really finding that balance between Julie, the CrossFit athlete, Julie, the future physician, and Julie, the person. Nice. That was great. That was great. That one was really good. I would almost say that one is probably one of the best.
Yeah, when I can land it and not over-rotate. That's always better. Good.
That's there.
It's so funny, what makes, I haven't really worked on them that much.
The seed, though, sometimes takes a little time just to grow, and that just needs time. Do another one just like that one. Change nothing. Oh, that's the best one I've ever seen you do. Best one I've ever seen her do. That was really good.
For me, it's like defining what your goal is, and then allotting the right amount of time. So if you're a full-time student and it might not be reasonable to train 6 hours a day, you know, because you might, you know, it might be feasible, but that first year of medical school when I was training a lot and I was in school like 8-9 hours at least, probably more by the time you count like doing work at home, like that was not sustainable. I almost lost my sanity after that, and so it just like I couldn't have done it. Like you don't think I could have done it for another year? I probably would have imploded.
I mean, you're so emotionally drained by the end.
Yeah,
You know?
like it's so emotionally draining, more than physically. It's all, you know. Sometimes you need to be able to like take a break and go spend an hour with your friends and not like be either in the gym or studying all day. So it's a constant process of learning the right balance.
Last year was very lopsided intentionally, but this year I think when you put it all together, that's really what it's all about. The whole CrossFit thing and the training thing and medical school thing, it's really just trying to figure out how to live and how to live with balance, and she's figuring it out, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see the evolution. Yes. Go.
To me, it's still this great mystery. Like, I still am like, it just blows my mind because you see, like, the things that people are capable of, and I don't think there's too much about me specifically that sticks out. Like, there's not, like, I'm not, like, clean and jerking, like, 250 pounds like some girls, and, like, there's nothing specifically that stands out, but I think it's just overall consistency that I've had on my side, and it still blows my mind, like, when I think about, like, you know, how did I end up here? You know, like, I always think about this, like, everyone's literally pushing as hard as they can and giving it their all, so, like, how does it just work out that I end up in, like, a good place? Yeah, that's part of, like, that whole experience has made me realize, like, it's so much more than just yourself and what you have control over it. This is like, I realize like I have talents that I can take advantage of and that I can use to inspire other people or to, you know, somehow help someone else, you know, indirectly. But that's something that has been huge to like keep me going and be like, you know, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and this is, you know, this is what you were here to do. So
I think you're really going to see the competitor, the ferocious lioness. That's what Dominique and I say in private. We don't tell her that. But she's a lioness that has to come out there and really let the claws come out and the fangs come out. And she does that. You may not see it externally, but it's definitely in there. And I think this year you're going to see a little bit more of that come out, and you'll see a little bit more emotion out of Julie for a number of reasons. Last competitive season, it's been a goal to go out there and leave it all on the floor. And when you do that, no matter how composed and cool she is, the emotions are going to come out, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that, and I know that her fans in the CrossFit community are going to be excited to see that part of her, because it's something that she kind of keeps very private, but people want to see it. We want to see it as coaches.
after this year, I'm going to have to learn how to balance still working out for my health and, you know, doing school and becoming a doctor and all that stuff. And it's going to be different for sure, because it's not the same kind of pressure, like you have to train today because you're going to, you know, it's going to pay off when you are in competition. It's going to be like you have to train today because it's good for your health and your sanity, you know. So it'll be a different goal. One of the things that's a huge driving force for me to try to better balance school and training this year is there's some really cool things going on at school now that I want to be involved with. One thing is that they have started the first functional medicine clinic in an academic institution. So functional medicine has been around for a while, but this is the first time it's really being looked at sort of under a microscope, and we're doing research and we're hopefully going to be seeing a lot of patients and expanding. So sort of the premise behind functional medicine is addressing the root cause of the disease. So right now in our healthcare system, a lot of what we're doing is the patient explains this is what hurts, this is a problem, and the doctor diagnoses that problem and then gives them the medication or the treatment. And we're not really asking the question of, okay, what caused that problem in the first place? Because, you can try to put, what did they say, hold your hands over the water faucet and try to keep it from coming out, but it's not going to help unless you turn the faucet off, So we want to get at the root cause of that disease, and at the end of the day, a lot of diseases are all interconnected and have a lot of the same causes, and they all stem back to our environment mostly. So nutrition, other toxins and things in our environment, stress, the community aspect is huge, sense of purpose, exercise, all of that stuff. So it's really cool that that's happening and that we can be a part of studying it and seeing how it works, and hopefully one day that's the medicine that we hope to be practicing. We hope that more people will be practicing like that.
Hello. What do you want me to talk about? I was lucky that Mo from Beyond the Whiteboard gifted me a large gift certificate to this coffee shop. I think he appreciates good coffee also. I don't think I drink as much coffee as him though, because he might have overestimated how much money I'm going to spend here. But I don't, like I said, I don't drink that much coffee anymore. I drink mostly tea, and I might come here once a week or something. I'll save it if it's really good coffee, then I'll drink it. But it's my favorite Phoenix coffee shop. It's the best coffee in Cleveland. At least I think so. That's a good one. We actually met in college. We lived in the same dorm, and he was an RA, and it was just through mutual friends who were watching Grey's Anatomy, actually, in one of our friends' rooms. And that's where I first met him, and he was actually after we watched Grey's Anatomy, he was on the computer looking at CrossFit.com, and I was like, oh, what is that? That looks really cool. And so he started telling me about it, and then over the next few months, we started getting to know each other more, and we both joined the CrossFit gym around the same time, right after we started dating. So that has been a huge part of our relationship, since we very first met. Mostly just dorky stuff, being around the dorm and studying and that kind of stuff. I would say I don't usually have complete blowout cheat meals where I'm just going and eating spaghetti and cake and cookies for the whole meal. It's usually smaller things here and there, and it's more desserts. If I have the choice of eating bread or eating chocolate ice cream, obviously gonna eat chocolate ice cream.
The bread sounds so boring.
Yeah. So it mostly comes in the form of things with chocolate, I would say. I don't really drink beer. I'll drink wine. Over the holidays, we had champagne, a lot of champagne. I was staying at Danny's house, and there's always something. Every night, it was we were celebrating something. So it was Christmas. I mean, that was the first time I guess we'd all been together since we got engaged, and then there was Christmas, and then there was my birthday, and then there was New Year's, and but champagne's really good. So the way that there's so much research that goes into all the products that you guys make, and that it's you put all that information out there so people know this is why we want to provide the best product for you, and this is how we do it, and this is how we have the best ingredients, and it's not about trying to make money or trying to have a fancy label or something. It's about this is providing people with what they need to perform the best they can.
I was training by myself a lot of times because I'm a nurse and just working crazy shifts. One day, Doug Chapman, who programs for both of us, texted me and said, "Hey, like, how far are you from Seatown?" And I was like 40 minutes or so. And he said, "I think you and Julie should start working out." And I was like, "Sure." It's not like I don't want to work out with the #2 girl in the world. And have someone that can try and work around my schedule, I can work around her schedule, both being in the healthcare field. So far, it's worked out pretty well.
Huge opportunity that I have because, you know, now there are people who care about what I say, which is, you know, crazy sometimes to think about. But I have not been very good about this, but I was writing blog posts at one point, which was cool to see how many people you can start having these conversations with about things that you really care about and how many people you can reach, because not everyone has that opportunity. I don't know exactly where I'm going to go with it or what I'm going to be able to do, but I know that it's a huge opportunity, and to be able to share my experience, I think it's a huge thing to share my experience as I'm going through medical school and I'm trying to, you know, one day address this prevention and some of these problems with our healthcare system in my own way. Hopefully that can start conversations with other people, and, you know, we can gain more momentum just by, you know, being able to share that with more people.
23:10 for you. 23:31.
Nice.
I always record my workouts right after I do them, because otherwise I forget. And I put it allows you to capture good notes too, because I just write whatever I'm feeling during the workout.
Once you're in that position, people listen and people take what you say really seriously. So it is a big responsibility to make sure that, you know, I'm not giving people bad information, or that I'm backing up what I say. I think you just have to set yourself at the beginning a bare minimum, I'm gonna go to the gym 4 days a week. And then if something comes up, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. neither of us are really that like enthused with planning.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I'm not like one of those people who's had my wedding planned since I was little. I'm just like, we just want people to be there and have a good time. So we decided to hire a wedding planner because
Which is the best thing we've ever
that's the
done.
best decision we've ever made. The wedding planner's like, what colors do you want? And I'm like,
Pretty ones.
I don't know, like you decide. Whatever you think, you're the expert. We found a really cool venue that's like up northern Michigan on a lake, and that's like the coolest thing to me. I think last year I really felt a lot of pressure because I had the year off. The year before I got second, and it was like, I want to win, like this is it. And I think I almost put too much pressure on myself this year. I also have the added benefit of this being my last year, so that gives me an extra push to like really leave everything out there. So while I am going to win the 2015 CrossFit Games, for me, like, I really don't care that much what place I end up in. Because last year I left a lot of workouts being like, I think I held back a little bit. So I just care that if I get last place and I feel like I really left it all out there, that's for me is like going out on top. Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is my last shot. So it's like, now or never.